Hey Cancer, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through this week's reading. This is going to be our weekly reading for July 2nd through the 8th, 2023. Let's see what's going on with Cancer. The heart of your reading, we have the Five of Cups. So there's something that has your full attention right now because it's gone. Something that occupied space in your heart that you felt very attached to, and you are grieving the loss. Magician in reverse feels like you, at the bottom of the deck, feels like you know you can take new action, but you don't want to. You want to grieve. You want to let yourself experience this loss fully so that you can process it. And you know that if you're in this heart space and you take any action, it's going to be flavored by that grief. So despite the fact of having tools at your disposal that you could focus on something else or do something to try to put this wine back in the cups, metaphorically speaking, you're choosing not to take action even though you could. And that feels like a healthy choice. Letting the thing be gone, processing that ending emotionally, because you know you've got these two cups still full behind you. You know you still have a lot of positive things in your life. You're not worried about that part of it. You're just taking the time to focus on the thing that's left, give it its due attention, emotionally speaking, before bandaging up that part of your heart so it can heal. It's like cleaning out a wound. That's the energy that it feels like. You're taking care of your heart. Show me a challenge. Healing, the star. Healing with purpose. Healing with a sense of certainty of where you're meant to go long term. It's not just a sense of purpose about the immediate action that you're taking. It's a sense of like life purpose. I know this sounds cliche, but it's kind of Chiron energy, the wounded healer. It's kind of that you get a sense that what you're going through and healing from is going to enable you to embody your life's purpose of helping other people heal from things like this. Now, that's not necessarily everybody's story, so if that doesn't resonate for you, then don't take it as part of your story. I say that because I know that that's when you're going through a sensitive time, that's not what everybody likes to hear. The whole like, oh, everything happens for a reason and a higher purpose, right? Sometimes pain is just pain. And only you know your story best. Let's look at what Cancer is focused on. What has Cancer's attention? The Hierophant, the way things should be. For some of you, it's a marriage. For some of you, you're focused on a long-term committed relationship. So, we already know that you're focused on the three of the five cups that have spilled. The thing that's gone, the thing that's missing, the thing that has left your life and left you with this open space. So this represents that energy for you. The Hierophant is something that felt permanent, something that felt like it would always be there, something you'd kind of considered like a cornerstone of your emotional well-being. perhaps an opportunity that represented that is now being taken away from you. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse there at the bottom of the deck. Show me the recent past. Yeah, okay. We have the Two of Cups in the recent past and the Nine of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck as that comes out. It's like an idealized wish of how a relationship would go that soured, that went wrong, that it kind of turned into the upside down version of that hope or that dream. Show me the overall energy. How is Cancer's spirit team supporting them through this? Okay, from Spirit's perspective, this is all about the Seven of Cups in reverse energy. It's a little bit like the grass is not always greener on the other side. If you're in a relationship and other opportunities are constantly presenting themselves, getting tempted by that and letting that kind of split your emotional focus, this is the opposite of that. The reversal of the Seven of Cups tells me that the purpose, or one of the purposes of going through this from the perspective of your spirit support team or your higher self, is to have you look at, in the future, things that could be tempting as not having that emotional sway or hold over you. It's like, I want to say more. Spirit's very happy about this, Three of Cups, or how this is leading in the near future, because I already have those cards out, but I'm being led to say a bit more about this Seven of Cups in reverse. It's like an emotional clarity instead of emotional uncertainty. Even if it's not being tempted or distracted to cheat on a partner, or just letting yourself sit in the heart space of, oh yeah, well, I could have it better. So-and-so held the door for me. So-and-so at work, I think they have a crush on me. Like, I have options. I could have it better than you. If that's your story, then part of you going through this is to reduce that energy in your life, to have you be a little bit more focused on what you have versus what you could have. If that doesn't resonate for you, an alternative interpretation here is getting clearer about why you want something. So instead of perhaps getting into a relationship because someone presents themselves and they're fun and you kind of like them and you're like, yeah, let's do this. It feels good. Let's make the choice. It's getting more emotionally intentional about, I want to enter this relationship because they are supportive of things that are good for me. They are a healthy addition into my life. They encourage me to go after my dreams. They introduce me to people and situations and opportunities that I hadn't seen before that are beneficial to me in my life. Like, these are just examples of things that you could be more intentional about when you make the choice to commit to something like a relationship. Okay, in the near future, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse with the Nine of Wands. This has stubbornness written all over it in a way that's like, I'm gonna see this through. Don't come to me with new ideas. Don't ask me to review new information. I'm so far down a path that's difficult. I don't want to be distracted with any new information. So it's kind of putting the blinders on in order to complete a task. Now, the thing that you seem focused on is processing these emotions. So something might present itself that would require you to mentally take your energy away from that. And you say no because you want to see it through. So maybe you're going to need more space, more time to process the grief and the loss before. See, it's going to present differently in your life. I don't even feel like it's a new person, but it could be this energy, the Three of Cups, which is kind of like socializing, going out with friends. Like, hey, friend group, hey, bestie, I'm not going out to the bar with you. I'm not going to go on a trip with you. That's just not where my head is at. Don't send me the details. I don't want to look at the brochure. I don't want to check out the website. Like, I'm in the thick of it and it's really hard and I need to see this through. I don't want to put it on pause because if I do, it'll draw it out, what have you. Okay, show me what is going to affect the situation for Cancer that they don't see coming. We have the Hanged Man in reverse paired with the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to have your focus intently elsewhere. I do feel like this is an outside energy, this Queen of Pentacles. Could be your mother. Or someone who feels very nurturing toward you. They care about you, they want to take care of you, but more so in a material sense is what I'm getting here. Because they see you as very focused. Perhaps from their perspective, they view it as you being distracted from how they would want to interact with you, which is their own thing. And I don't think that's kind of the point of why this is showing up here. I think someone shows up for you in a nurturing and supportive way that you're not expecting or you don't see coming because your attention is so not on them. Your hopes and fears is Hermit energy. You want to take the high road here. You want to be following your higher path. Take the high road, right? You're concerned about how much distance that would require. Because I think you feel best when you're like engaging with a situation, when you're up close and interacting with it in a very hands-on way. So in order to like keep this healthy detachment and distance in a way that keeps you objective about the situation, I think finding that balance feels tricky to you. Yeah, you want to feel like the King of Wands, which is showing up here at the bottom of the deck, but you're like, which is empowered, in control, taking action, like managing your life by actively getting yourself involved in it. But you know that something about your situation is requiring more healthy detachment. The end result, we have the High Priestess. This is, well, they're bringing up the sexuality element of the High Priestess for me. So if that's part of your story in feeling like you have a healthy romantic life in that way, a healthy sex life, you're headed in that direction. So if there's some sort of healing that needs to go on in that arena, you're on the right path for that. Knowing why you want something emotionally and heading in a path that's leading you toward. Okay, take this with a grain of salt because I know this is it it might not be relevant to everyone, but the word they're giving me is like wholesome, or the feeling. And that doesn't mean like vanilla. The energy that I'm getting off of this, like it feels like nourishing, healthy, like it is building up your energy instead of taking from you in some way. Now, if that's not already part of your story, then the High Priestess is also largely about connecting with your higher self, feeling more in touch with your intuition, like you can trust it, like when you get a gut feeling about something and you act on that, you have more of a sense of certainty that you're doing the right thing instead of perhaps questioning yourself. So I really like that for you. Let's see your advice. Yeah, go for it. The Fool energy says have that faith. Have that faith in yourself and your intuition. So when you do have that gut feeling, after you complete this process, when it feels balanced, Justice here at the bottom of the deck, then go for it. Don't second guess yourself. Just take the leap and it will turn out positively for you. All right? Thanks so much for tuning in, Cancer. Have a great week. I'll see you back next week.